inventory and control of all land, all water, all minerals, all plants, all animals, all construction, all means of production, all food, all energy, all information, and all human beings in the world. And this is a plan that was agreed to by 179 nations back in 1992. It's a United Nations plan. It's called the Agenda for the 21st Century. The goal is to move everyone out of the rural areas and into the large cities, and to destroy representative government, and to move it into to a more to government by unelected boards and commissions. Now here in the EU, of course, you've already moved to that position, where it's an erasure of jurisdictional boundaries, an erasure of national boundaries. And that is the goal, because as Zbigniew Brzezinski said in 1995, you can't just impose globalization pell-mell as a total movement. You have to do it incrementally, and the way to do that is through regionalization. Every nation that signed on to Agenda 21 has its local Agenda 21 plan. People in the United States are completely unaware of this. If I go out and talk about this, the United States press attacks me and calls me a conspiracy theorist, which is totally ridiculous. It is a conspiracy, but it's not a theory. It's a fact. Here in Europe, it's openly spoken about, local Agenda 21. The principles are public-private partnerships, which is fascism. And this is how it's implemented on the ground, is through this joining together between corporations, non-governmental organizations, and governments, in order to cut out the actual individual, your voter, and instead to take that to a level where we literally cannot penetrate. And this is the goal. So this is already far progressed in Europe. Right now in the United States, we are moving into massive regionalization. The United States has 50 states, and it's divided into cities, counties, and states, and then the federal government. Instead, Agenda 21 is top-down. It's global, regional, neighborhood, and none of those positions is elected. Now, what this truly means is, if you tell people that they have to build only smart growth, high density development in an urban center, and then no development, no buildings, no residential, no commercial can happen outside of that very, very concentrated area, then what do you have? You have a concentration camp of the future. This is exactly what it looks like. And you see, it's very much more subtle and much more sophisticated than it was when the Nazis were doing it. You are not going to get thrown on a train car. You'll have your family well monitored. You will have your energy restricted. You will have your school service cut, your sheriff service cut. You will find that you are not able to get your goods to market, and then you have to move into the city, and then you will move into this high-density development that is subsidized with our property tax dollars, and pretty soon you will have the Wildlands Project, which is predicated on moving people out of the rural areas. And this is how it happens. So, people say, well, hey, nobody's getting me off my land. Well, it's very easy. No one's going to come to your door with a gun, but they will move you off your land, and you will be in the cities, and those cities will be full capability of surveillance, monitoring, and control. These buildings, these high-density buildings, are being built with a concept of eyes on the street. You become basically a deputized police adjunct. Your job is to watch the street. Your job is to watch your neighbor. The war on terror is a war on you. And we all know this. We feel it. This is why we need to stop it. So this is our plan, is to use the courts at this point and stop this plan. And we're working on it.
smart meter is part of a much bigger picture and a much bigger design. A two-way transmission device that ties into the larger smart grid plans that are being built out across the world.
Ce réseau entièrement pilotable, c'est le réseau intelligent, aussi appelé Smart Grid, la combinaison d'équipements informatiques et électroniques pour piloter le réseau électrique. L'élément essentiel à ce système, c'est votre compteur électrique qui devient communicant. Grâce au Smart Grid, on pourra détecter une surtension liée à une trop forte production et y apporter immédiatement la meilleure solution. Soit en activant le fonctionnement d'appareils électriques, votre chauffe-eau par exemple, soit en passant un ordre de stockage à la batterie de votre véhicule électrique. En cas de sous-tension, ce même compteur donnera un signal de réduction temporaire des consommations du client. Cette nouvelle technologie dessine le profil des réseaux de demain. En France, ce sont 35 millions de compteurs communicants qui permettront de gérer cet équilibre entre les productions et les consommations. Un réseau piloté au service de tous, capable d'intégrer et d'accompagner nos usages actuels et futurs de l'électricité.
Ce programme s'articule autour de 3 axes principaux: mobilité, développement urbain et efficacité énergétique.
Votre ville sera-t-elle la Smart City de demain? Votre commune ou votre ville est dynamique, respectueuse de l'environnement et propose des projets innovants et durables? Relevez le défi Belfius Smart City Award 2015, décerné par Le Vif, l'Express et Belfius, et inscrivez